Hi, my name's Fionn and I am the owner and founder of Little Perfection. If you could like and follow my channel, that would be amazing. Point number 1 is it can be really lonely at times. So I recently posted a short about the reasons that I love working from home, which included I can eat my breakfast a little bit later by my desk, I can take short breaks if I need to, and I can wear my slippers. Okay, so yes, these are great because I don't have to worry about too much about like what I'm wearing, if I'm all like done up. I don't have to travel anywhere. I literally work in a room in my house, so there's literally zero commute. And yeah, like if I need a snack, I can just go to the fridge and get a snack. But these aren't necessarily like great things, you know? Like a part of being a human being is that we are innately like formulated to need this like community of people, and it's been, you know, our entire existence we've needed tribes to survive. I think working from home alone every single day can be really lonely, and it can make you just like have this real need of community, which is why if I was given the option and if the business was in a place to do it, I would hire people and probably invest into like an office space where everyone could come in, discuss, talk together, because I just think it's healthy for people, like not even for the benefit of the business, but to like optimize everyone's working environment and just like give everyone that sense of community that they need when they go to work. So like, yeah, you can compensate by doing things with your friends outside of work, but like in reality, as you reach adulthood, finding time to meet with all your friends is actually a nightmare. And, you know, quite often our calendars don't align. So yeah, work is really important to have that sense of community and have people around you and just to meet different people as well. Because I don't tend to meet a lot of people now. I don't really go out much. Out. Number 2 is the uncertainty of your future. Running a small business, there is no roadmap to when, at what point you are going to make it, at what point it will be completely successful. You have no idea. You are entering the unknown and you are remaining in the unknown. All you can do is like optimize what you're doing to like maximize the outcomes. So you are living in this like constant uncertainty of whether what you're doing is actually going to take off. And I've had so many moments where I've gone, I don't know if I'm capable of doing it. Like, I don't know what differentiates me to somebody who runs a business that isn't going to make it. Like, how are we different? How am I going to actually make mine a success? But then to like kind of counter this, I'll research ways that I can make my business really great. I'll research into how I can like maximize social media and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, you are living in this like uncertainty of like, am I going to make it? And it's a fragile thing as well, because like you see these small businesses, they have these videos and reels that take off, they go viral, and then a few months later their sales are down again, they're back to where they started. So you can't like rely on anything either, because it is fragile and you're constantly having to outcompete competitors, whether they're like the same ones or new ones entering your niche. And it's inevitable, because like if you're like in a busy or an upcoming niche that's like quite popular, there will be new competitors all the time, and you're constantly gonna have to like try and adapt and find ways to overcome any challenges that come your way. So yeah, it is a state of uncertainty, but for me now it's not a constant state of worry. Like, I know I'm doing the best I can, and I know that if I continue to like implement this like these new ways of innovating, then you know it's gonna reap rewards. But it's a slow process and you have to accept that as well. Some people it's not, and there are exceptions to all of this, of course, but from my experience, you have to accept that this might be slow and that you might not get an overnight success, and even if you do, that might not last forever. So you have to just be willing to constantly adapt and just think of new ways to innovate your brand and keep it relevant. Number 3 is that business comes in ebbs and flows. I cannot tell you how much I have learned about this year. So last year I was like starting my small business alongside working a part-time job, and I just couldn't keep it up. Like, for one person it was busy when you're working like 9 to 4 a few days a week as well. So I was expecting this summer, given that I'd had like another 6-7 months to like prepare for the summer and build the business up a bit more and introduce new products, I was expecting this summer to be like crazy busy, and it hasn't been. It's been on average 200% less than last year, which is like a huge knock to the confidence, especially when this is now like my only income. So yeah, business is like one of those stock market graphs, they go like up, down, up, down, up, down. It's like that. But last year, in the later half of August and start of September, my orders were going down because I run like a wedding focused business, kind of like bridal party gifts and such. So it is quite seasonal. Summer is my busiest time. So by the end of the summer, I'm expecting things to go down a bit. But this year, it went up. And it's because I implemented new ways. I was Googling and I was like researching and YouTubing. But I realised like where my failures were, what my mistakes were this year in not like updating my listings and trying to make everything more relevant to 2023. And yeah, it's gone back up by 200%. So this goes kind of back to being adaptable. You have to adapt. You have to constantly innovate new ways to like increase your product relevance, and also just like be prepared for the unexpected, and don't let it like dampen your confidence if you do have like an unexpected quiet period, and use that time to do something else to like improve your business for the future. So in that time that I had like quiet time that I didn't need to make orders, I was researching into like different ways to like maximize social media, because I was really neglecting my social media before. Whereas now I'm putting a lot more time into it and I'm much more structured, and it's just made a world of difference. So yes, highly recommend that. Also on this note is that like I realised the mistakes that I'd made leading up to summer that meant that I had a quiet summer, which was like, it was hard for me because I am someone who doesn't like to fail, and I saw that as a failure in myself, that I hadn't done these things that I should have done. But you really need to treat them just as learning processes. On this occasion, I agree with something that Elon Musk said quite recently, or I saw it recently anyway, that there isn't no such thing as failure. And that is true. I mean, everything is just like a learning curve. You don't know what you don't know. So don't beat yourself up about things that, oh, I could have done that 6 months earlier, maybe my business would have been here by now. Like, you can't do that because you just didn't know. Number 4, and possibly the biggest one for me, was bad feedback and difficult customers. So just throwing this out there right now, and not everyone will agree, but you are going to get bad feedback and negative customers no matter what business you're in, no matter what person you are. You could be the kindest, most genuine and pure philanthropist, and you will have people that criticise you and want to take you down a few pegs or two. And this is one I struggle with a lot, because I'm a people pleaser through and through. So I would get, in the beginning, like 1 out of every 1,000 orders. Like, I am so like intricate and thorough when I make the orders, talk to the customers. I try and give everything all I have 10 out of 10. So when I got like 1 out of every 1,000 sending me like a nasty message, leaving me like a really unkind review, like I'm not talking like 3 stars, something arrived broken. I'm talking waste of time, rubbish, you know, like all these horrible things that would just like really upset me, because I just really try my best to make sure that everything's perfect. These bad feedbacks and criticisms would literally keep me up at night. So what I have learned from all of this is that you will not please everyone. You will not. And listening to podcasts and reading books, you learn this as well. Like, not everyone has a growth mindset, and a lot of people think that success in this world is fixed. So the success you have takes away from theirs in their mind. And this is something that has kind of helped me, because it's made me realise, okay, like maybe it's not about my products and service, because so many other people are saying how wonderful it is. How can this one be true? And I will always like go out of my way to try and like rectify any issues, you know, resolve any like concerns. And yeah, you just have to accept that not everyone is a kind person. There is like a minority in the population that just aren't kind people, or maybe like deep down they are, but it's just not coming through. So yes, that was a difficult one for me. What I would recommend is that if you do get negative reviews or messages, try and resolve the issue at first, you know, see what the issue is, maybe try and like message them if they have left a review to try and like resolve it as quickly as possible, because obviously you don't want to have negative reviews bringing down your overall score and impacting your sales. So reach out to them, try and resolve it, and if they really are unreceptive and they're just trying to like either pull a fast one or they're just being plain mean, respond as kindly as you can. Don't let their negative energy impact your day. They're not worth it. And if your product and service are really good, one bad review isn't going to change anything, because, you know, the rest of the reviews will speak for themselves, and customers aren't stupid. They'll see that like 99% of your reviews are amazing, and they'll see the quality of your products, and they won't pay that any attention, so you shouldn't either. So that's my unsolicited advice on that one. So I'm going to give a little bonus, number 5. This is one that has literally just come to me as I've been recording all this, that I think I should share with you, because it's had such a profound effect on the way I approach being an entrepreneur, and just like how I like deal with my stresses from the business and just general life day to day. And 2 huge things for me that I never used to do, that like would have been just like kind of foreign to me before, is listen to podcasts and reading. A lot of people already do this. This isn't like a new, you know, hack, but it's something that it's literally changed my life. I've read some books that have actually changed my life, and they've changed my mindset on certain things as well. I now definitely can like confidently say I have a growth mindset that has allowed me to expand my business in all sorts of ways, and just have such an open mind and enjoy the present. Before, I was like constantly living in the future, like being annoyed with myself that I wasn't further ahead than where I currently was. And now I'm actually just enjoying the present, making the most of this moment, and knowing that, well, hopefully one day I'm going to look back and be like, those are the days when I was building up to this now absolute success of a business. And, you know, you need to enjoy the present, because the present is all we have, as cliche as that sounds. But yeah, a lot of the books I've read, they like range, some of them are just like general life, and then there are a lot that have like a business twist to them as well. So I will list a couple of those in the comments, the ones that have been the most profound to me, and also the podcasts that I listen to. One in particular, The Diary of CEO by Stephen Bartlett. That one is incredible. I love it. The questions are just like right up my street. So yeah, I think you'll learn a lot about it. It'll help you improve your physical self and your, you know, mindset and growth. So yeah, those are my 5 top tips, truths of running a small business. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I would so appreciate and love if you could like and subscribe. Subscribing to my channel makes a huge difference, and it will help me on my journey of growing my small business, and hopefully let me employ a few people so I'm not as lonely. Thank you so much for listening this whole way, and yeah, have a great day.